pre-AI is the electronification of trading over the past decade plus, where we've seen it move into much more low-touch algorithmic trading tools. And so the use of AI, I think, is just the next evolution of that drive to having smarter, more robust, low-touch tools. We certainly can say you still need oversight and governance and people looking after your orders. But where we've seen AI start to take kind of a further evolution as we're seeing the brokers we utilize releasing AI-based algos, and we're comparing how are those comparing to the traditional low-touch tools we have from that firm. How are they stacking up against one another? We're seeing AI come through in our trading system, so ways that the technology development is being sped to market a little bit more quickly based off of the AI use cases. It's only going to continue to propel that further.
What's fueling institutional investor demand for outsourced trading?
It really has become a multifaceted path for many firms where they're looking to achieve potentially different things that have led them down a road to outsourcing. As we look back to kind of the early formative years of really market adoption, a lot of this was steeped in cost consideration and the ways that firms could best leverage their in-house teams and in-house resources in the most value-add way. And while outsourcing has been a proponent within investment management across the middle and back office, it in recent years has really started to take shape in the front office. And a lot of that is surrounding the trading function. As we know, trading function can be something that's very cost intensive and resource heavy in firms. And it's an area now that is very much being looked. But what's more interesting, I think, is we really have evolved from that initial kind of cost consideration being the main catalyst to firms outsourcing. Now what we're seeing across the board are firms that are looking to do more with less. They're looking to enter new parts of the market, new asset classes, launch new strategies, make acquisitions, and doing this in a way that is a bit more nimble and allows them to potentially gain expertise and bandwidth from an outsourced partner has really been where a lot of our conversations have steeped in recent years. Even further is just the continuous market adoption or market adaptation on things like trade settlement cycles, the regulatory environment are continually requiring firms to rethink the way they work. And what we're seeing across all of Northern Trust is this drive for efficiency and scale. So looking to do more with fewer providers, really leveraging relationships in a more strategic and meaningful way. And I think that is why here at Northern Trust, our integrated trading solutions product really has become a meaningful product offering as firms are looking to leverage those capital market services as well as our asset servicing capabilities.
What benefits does Northern Trust's agency-only trading offer asset owners?
At Northern Trust, we had a really unique opportunity to think about outsourced trading, not just in terms of supporting the trade execution, but in supporting the life cycle of a trade. And one of the best decisions we made early on in this product offering is we recognize that while trade execution is kind of the bedrock of outsourced trading, part and parcel with that is trade settlement. And by leveraging the Northern Trust ecosystem and asset servicing products, we've built integration directly in from trading into our middle office, into our foreign exchange side of the business. This allows clients that outsource to us not to just look at the execution piece, but effectively be able to outsource that entire life cycle. That becomes a multiplier effect. That's where we've seen our clients really optimize their entire operating model, not just a piece of it, by looking at all of the support layers involved to get a trade through execution and back into that end account. So I think for us, being able to take, commercially viable independent products that we have at Northern Trust and put them together into a solutions offering has been what has really defined our success in this space. And I think differentiates us a bit from from some of the other providers in the space that may be focused on only one element of that life cycle and just the execution piece. Further, I think as you look across Northern Trust and you get deeper into the asset servicing and asset management sides of the business, we have the great benefit of here of looking at things under a little bit of a wider lens. So bringing in additional products into that tool set if a client is looking to bring something new into their firm. That's been a really neat space that we've been in, where we've been able to take kind of our outsourced trading clients and further embed them into other areas that Northern Trust can be beneficial to them.
Are state pensions moving toward insourcing or outsourcing?
Same trend. We are seeing this really broadly across our space of asset owner clients at Northern Trust. A key thing to be mindful of is the decisions we see our clients undergoing, the decision to internalize a piece of management. These things take shape years before they kind of come to our desk. And so our ability to know from that client and the other clients on our platform that they're on this roadmap or they have this desire to bring more in-house, that's where we've been successful in partnering at those very early stages. So we see across our platform a number of pension plans who have done same or similar. It's on their roadmap to do same or similar, and absolutely a trend in this space that we anticipate is going to continue to grow as they look at the value of the external management versus what they're able to achieve in-house. The key here is they're all looking to take in this management in a way that is very scalable to their organization. And that's where embedding the outsourced arrangement across trading, trade settlement, custody has allowed that to be a pretty capital light investment for those firms to bring in that integration in-house.
How is Northern Trust's trading platform different?
I think our approach to supporting the entire trade lifecycle on through trade settlement and in foreign exchange as well is a big differentiator for us. It's an area we've been very focused on ensuring it's not just our trade execution prowess that is additive, but taking that through to trade settlement. I think the biggest, competitive advantage we could do a case study on is the move to T1 that we saw last year. That was something as our global clients anticipated the ramifications and time sensitivity of meeting that shortened settlement cycle. Because of that, embedded settlement service has been something that was able to really be kind of taken in by Northern to manage on their behalf. So where we see this kind of continuing to take shape and trade settlement life cycles getting shorter, it's an area that we very much view as part and parcel of this service. I think, secondarily, it is the servicing approach. We employ a very high touch service team. Not only is there dedicated trading that gets extended out to our clients, we also have dedicated front office professionals that cover the relationship holistically. It's part of our brand and reputation here at Northern to maintain high touch client service. And that's something, as we've grown in the outsourced trading space, it sits very much at the forefront of providing a white glove service back to our clients.
How important is expanding client relationships for Northern Trust?
We're seeing so much evolution within our client base. They're looking to enter new markets, new asset classes, bring management in-house. And so we're seeing those service needs increase. As part of that, I think our role in capital markets really has become meaningful and a value add over those 35 years, where we are providing brokerage execution services to evolve alongside our clients to create a solution like integrated trading solutions directly meets that need. We spend a lot of time surveying our clients, having client discussions, gaining feedback to get a sense of that roadmap and being able to support that into the future. So having our inherent client base at Northern is incredibly important to us. And as they evolve, we want to be the provider that can evolve with them. And I would say this is our response to that.
What are the opportunities and challenges in outsourced trading?
We do continue to see, I think, a deeper market adoption of an outsourced trading arrangement. It's something within the past 5 years where used to be a lesser use case to being kind of a prominent fixture in an investment manager or money manager's stable of providers. So the further market adoption certainly warrants itself to more opportunity for clients to outsource. Here at Northern Trust, where we find it's really important to do this in a very scalable way. So we are mindful about the clients we bring on. It's a desire to establish long-term partnerships alongside our clients, have staffing that's fully embedded in what they do. So the scale issue is always something that sits in front of us, and really taking on the business that makes the most sense for what we do at Northern, and reciprocally, the clients that would value our service the most. So that market adoption is going to continue to grow. The opportunities certainly exist in the marketplace. We see more competitors in the space now than ever. For us at Northern, it really is, remaining true to kind of our brand, our reputation, and the clients that sit on our platform.